Hey, what's going on, internet? I'm here to talk about something that is like literally driving me insane, and most importantly, one of the biggest problems on the YouTube platform, and maybe a solution. And this possibly could go against like their TOS. I'm not really sure, and I really don't care. Look, I'm okay with contextual based ads. We're going to talk about the whole like problem with ads with YouTube. It is very very apparent that ads are obviously never going to go away. Prior to 2013, I believe was the date we had contextual based ads on the internet, and then after that we have behavioral based ads. And I relatively do not sign into YouTube on my mobile phone, just for not for privacy really reasons or anything, but because I get really annoyed with ads, like to a high degree. They're annoying, they're invasive, and relatively not fun because most of the time like switch between, like I tried to not build a solid fingerprint on me to like a certain degree, not like schizoid mode, but definitely try not to do anything where I'm getting like targeted ads. So a lot of the times when I'm on YouTube on my desktop, I'm not signed in, so I don't receive ads because I run an ad blocker, and I do sponsor skip. Unfortunately, sorry if I'm taking away a third of a cent from all the creators I watch, but I do donate. I just donate directly to them if they have a Patreon or if they have a way to donate directly to them. That's how I do it, because I think that if I'm getting value out of the content, I should contribute to them to a certain degree. It's like buying a movie. It's like buying music. It's like buying band merch. If I get value from it, I'm there. I'm going to contribute somehow. I don't want to. I don't like the freeloading aspect. I have a different perspective on piracy for my own reasons, but I generally hate ads. To like that's why I run ad blockers, because they're annoying. It makes the internet unusable. And if you've ever gone to like an article just to read something that maybe is important, or find a recipe on the internet, it's pretty much it gives you cancer to the eyes. It gives me eye cancer. I hate going. I don't even know what it's like to go on the internet without ads unless somebody else hands me their phone and I'm to like for like the browser, like to search something or whatever, or like Vadium for a very long time, Vidadium, whatever the Graphenosis browser is, didn't have a built-in ad blocker, and that was a nightmare. So I just changed my fucking DNS settings, or I use Brave, or a VPN. Some VPNs are really good at like blocking ads. But I found an alternative. Obviously, everyone knows about Tubular. Tubular is great if you're going to use it. It's a fork of NewPipe. It implements sponsor block and return to YouTube dislike button, which I think is important. They should have never gotten rid of it, because I think that, and obviously these numbers are vague. They're not like very accurate, but I think having the YouTube dislike button should be there, and I don't think they should have got rid of it. But that's it's a whole nother topic and problem. But the ads that are put on YouTube are so bad. So I would be okay actually if they were like Froyo or Freya, whatever the fuck, like Frito Lay's, or like just a normal ad, like just like if I was watching TV, like, hey, here, buy this product. I get up and I walk away. Or like, oh, actually, I do need to go get toilet paper from the fucking internet, because the internet fucking reminded me or whatever. But I get nothing but scam ads. Like, do you know if I hear? Do you know that this Amazon has the secret hidden fund one more fucking time? Or if I see that guy, if I see that guy that talks about fucking becoming your own bank, I'm going to have a stroke, like immediately. They're so bad and so cringe, and they're obviously making money because they're continuously running them, and they're targeting me for whatever reason. But and people are probably clicking on it and actually thinking this is legit, but it's just courses on how to become a millionaire, and I'm like, this is terrible. These are legit, like they're clear scams. They're AI generated or they're scams. And YouTube doesn't have a problem with serving these to people. And the issue is a lot of people aren't technically literate or maybe care enough even to use YouTube in the browser, which I do a lot most of the time through Bave because they do a good job at blocking ads. And then I actually used NewPipe for a long time, but then it kept breaking and I just didn't like it. And then I used Tubular for a little bit, but then I found GrayJ. GrayJ is a project by Louis Rossman with the group I think he founded or he's involved in called Futo. It's awesome. It's for creators, not platforms. It's important. You can import and source configurations. Obviously, this is what do you call it? In development, and it can be taken down at any time if it violates YouTube's, policy or whatever, or YouTube makes it difficult for this to exist. But it's not just YouTube. You can do Twitch, you can do Odyssey, Patreon, YouTube, everything in one. That's what I like. I can access all my data, log into your existing platform accounts to enable account-related features, access your recommendations, import your data, pretty much play what you want, a universal feed. I like that. That's very convenient. I don't have to have 15 apps to collect all my data. This makes my organization much easier. You can add and configure sources, background play. Finally, Tubular had that, but I don't like having the app open and being, or just my screen time, like my display time, blah blah. It's just fucking annoying. I like being able to turn off my screen, put on my headphones, listen to my podcast, listen to what XYZ in the background. This is why I use Anchor or whatever. I use a podcasting app that allows me to download everything. I can turn off my internet and then just enjoy it, distraction free. You can stay completely offline. You can locally store your history. Your watch history does not leave your device unless you configure it that way. Offline playlists and subscription have full control of your own feed without being on the mercy of the algorithms, and offline playback. That is a huge, massive W. You can watch on the big screen. And then you can claim your identity through Harbor. Harbor, I'm not, and the polycentric protocol, I'm not super familiar with, but whatever, that's beyond the point. It's available on pretty much on Android, ensuring compatibility with a wide range of smartphones. They have a desktop version, is actively in the works, and not in the near future. Our focus right now is the first-class Android application. I think it's probably because Apple requires you a $100 subscription a year, and you can't sideload it. I can sideload this. I can download the pure APK. This is my main issue with Apple, but I can just download this and it'll work. You also can get plugins, which is pretty awesome. YouTube plugin, Odyssey, Twitch, Kick, Nebula, SoundCloud, PeerTube, Spotify. These are all things that are gonna make your life much easier. Daily Motion. I don't even know what the Daily Motion is anymore. Rumble, you can watch you can have all these platforms, all these feeds in one place. You can get sponsors block built into it, and then you don't gotta worry about fucking ads. But if you do this, donate to your creator. Make sure that you are not being a freeloader, because if you get value from their content, donate to them. That might be a different. There are big creators that the ad revenue does not affect, and it doesn't hurt. But there are small creators that you might be freeloading on that might financially hurt them or affect them if more mass people are moving away because these ads are unskippable. They're outright just scams on the internet, which kind of sucks, and I'm not a fan of, because people probably do fall for them, and they're just annoying. Like, they're cringe. It's like the most cringe writing and the voice acting, and then I've sat and watched them to see what I get out of it. Like, I've sat and watched the ad completely through. Some of them are insanely long, and it's like, why would anyone click on this? This is terrible. But people obviously do, because they keep serving these ads, and it's I wish I could find it and just immediately play it. I mean, I don't really want to, because to a certain degree, because like I think that it'd be promoting to a certain perspective. But Grey J is great. If you like it and you love it, go buy it. I think it's like $10. It's like $10 or something. It's free. You don't have to. But I think if you to support the project, they even talk about like that. There's probably no money in this. But there is a way, and you can create your own plugin. But there's a way to download the source code, and then Universal APK Android. But there's a way that you can, like, I think donate, like give them like $10. That's what I like about Futo. Futo is it's nice because it allows us to have really, really, really good options out there to get away from the fucking ads. The ads are terrible. I understand that some creators, like, this is like their income and their life, but YouTube needs to fix that problem that comes with the fact that it's ads based on not only behavior, but like ads that are just outright scams. But they don't want to do anything about it because they're making their money. They also do image, which I use, and then Futo keyboard. I actually use this quite sparingly, because I'm somewhat worried about like in case it just doesn't end up being around. But it's a nice project, and I highly recommend you just go obviously go look at it. Obviously, it's backed and pushed by Louis Rossmann, who I agree with on a lot of points with the ads. And if you're going to run an ad blocker, which you should, if you get anything from this, just run an ad blocker. Go get uBlock Origin, put it on, boom, works 99.99999% of the time. Just go get an ad blocker, use Brave. But if you do, donate to your creators. And that is just pretty much like the end of my rant. I'll see you guys in the next video.